Mom, can I help? Why not? I do not make a mess. I do a good job. Can we make cookies? Chocolate chip? Everybody likes chocolate chip cookies. I'm done with my homework. So can I help you? Please? I want to be Rachel Ray when I grow up. Can I use the rolling pin? I like the rolling pin. You want me to watch TV? But I never get to help you. You told me you teach me to cook when I am older. I am older. I'm a whole week older now. Mom, I just want to help.
My name is Yasmin, and my monologue is named Addie fell asleep while chewing gum. Now it's stuck in her hair. Look what happened! Oh no, 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 no! What am I going to do? It won't come out. No, Mom, you can't cut my hair. There must be another way. This is all Dad's fault. He gave me that Hubba Bubba gum. 2 whole pieces. I can't help that I fell asleep. My hair will be way too short if you cut it. Can't you wash it out? Isn't there anything we can do? I don't want to lose all my hair.
Hi, my name is Nathan, and the name of my monologue is Louis the Hot Dog Addict. No, I'm sorry, Mr. Jones. I don't eat that. I only eat hot dogs. You don't have hot dogs? Oh well, maybe I should just go home then. That's all I eat. Hot dogs for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Sometimes I eat 2 or 3 instead of just 1. My mom says I'll grow out of it someday. I doubt it. I love hot dogs. My little sister's even worse. She only eats chicken soup. She sticks the pigtails in the soup and sucks it out of her hair. It's disgusting. Well, tell Jack I'll see him later. I've got to go home and have a few hot dogs. I came to 3 hot dog days. See you later, Mr. Jones.
Oh, what a breathtaking experience it was. My first time visiting Stone Mountain, Atlanta. I was able to hike to the top. It was a 15-mile hike, but I made it to the top. While visiting Atlanta, I got the chance to visit one of the most natural and beautiful parks. It was a bit overcast, which got me scared as it was risky to climb because of rainfall. But I didn't take a single moment to think when I got an offer to climb with this company. Upon my arrival, I met a beautiful family of 3, Peter, Ferry, and their 15-year-old son, Jonathan. While hiking, Jonathan expressed to me that his dream was to become the best football player on his school team. At the end of the hike, I told Jonathan I could make his wish come true, and whether he wanted to fulfill his dream to become the best football player on his team, or if he wanted to wish for something else.
That's so cool, you're a genie. I can't believe this. All the time we were together, and you just told me? Wow. Yes, please. I want to be the best football athlete in my school.
Okay, Jonathan, your wish will be granted if you answer my question correctly. In, in what country did the first Football Premier League take place?
England.
That's correct. Your wish will be granted. Jonathan became the best football player in his school. He was the best athlete, taking them to the regional games. They got far. Still, eventually, Jonathan met his other football players that was better than him because he asked to be the best in his school. But there was better players in other schools. Jonathan learned that there will always be people who are better and worse than you at anything you do. He worked hard after that and became a decent football player for his club. That he learned a life lesson. Always work for what you want. I recall my tropical adventure in Trinidad and Tobago, swimming and playing on this tropical island. The best part was driving around the island within the beaches. Every day I would choose a different town to adventure through. The town I loved and spent most of my vacation at was Blantyre. The people there were so warm and kind. I stayed at an Airbnb, and this is where I met a little warm-kinded kid, Randy. He was the property manager's son. It was late August, and schools were on vacation in Trinidad and Tobago. Randy visited the property with his father every day and kept me entertained by taking me around the villages, mostly hidden beaches and rivers. We spent a lot of time together during my vacation. All Randy spoke about was what he would do when he's growing up. He wanted to become a fisherman, and he wanted a big fishing boat. On the very last day, I told Randy to thank you for your hospitality. I will grant you your wish. I'm a genie, and I can grant you any wish you desire if you answer my one question correctly.
You're a real genie all this time? Yes, yes. I can answer your question. I want to have a really big fishing boat too.
Country in the world eats the most fish?
China, China, China. Would my wish come true now?
Yes, you will be granted a big fishing boat. Do you see there behind us in the ocean? That's your boat.
That's my boat? Oh my God, it's humongous.
And you'll have that for the rest of your life.
Wow, that's fantastic. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. After many years, I visited Randy again. I found out that after I left him, 3 months after, Randy's grandfather passed away and left Randy a fishing boat. Okay. After many years, I visited Randy again. I found out that after I left 3 months later, Randy's granddad passed away and left Randy a fishing boat. By that time, he had already fallen behind on his payments to maintain the big fishing boat he had gotten from me. The engine was broken and he had to sell it from under the value. He was forced to use his grandfather's fishing boat, and he realized that it was better for him because he did not need to hire someone to maintain the boat, and he could still feed his family and spend time on the water. Randy learned that sometimes bigger is not always better. I'm happy to be back in China now. I hope I meet new people to grant wishes because unlike most genies, I have a good job and I like it. But what I hope for more is that people can learn important lessons like Jonathan and Randy. Goodbye for now.
Bobby has some bad friends. They like to do stupid things. They like to steal, they like to spray paint, and they like to lie. Those are 3 things Bobby does not like doing. Bobby likes to get good grades and is respectful to everyone he knows. He has never stolen or vandalize any property. He loves his parents and he loves living in Houston, Texas. Bobby did a whole lap around the hotel parking garage. It was a very big garage, so it took him 15 minutes to do a whole lap. He looked down at his watch and he saw that it was 7:45. His mom didn't like him out after dark, so he decided to go home. When he was walking home, he saw his friend vandalizing property with spray paint, one of the main things Bobby does not like to do. And Bobby's friend also saw him. Bobby, is that you? Oh, hi. Yeah, I was just headed home. Bobby, do you want to come spray paint this wall with me? No, I don't really like to be around you when you're doing stupid stuff. You're not going to snitch on me, right? No, of course not. I would never snitch. Well, if you're not going to snitch, why don't you just do it so that I know you're not going to snitch? Are you serious? You know I'd never snitch. Well, if you need my trust, I'll do it. Hey, what are you kids doing back there? Oh no, a security guard. I told you this is why I never do this. Run!
So my cousin Miles had joined the Air Force and he had went off. By the middle of October 1914, people were saying that it might not be such a quick war in the end. I tried to find out what was happening on the fields by listening to what people were saying on the radio and read my father's newspapers, and it seemed to me that it wasn't going so well. There had been battles in France and Belgium already, the city of Ypres and Mons. The newspaper didn't say we had lost them, but they didn't say we had won them either, my brother Gunnar said. Ben, this ain't no ordinary war. It won't be over by the end of the year. Gunnar had been running a jam business before he went off to the war that his father had passed on to him. Benjamin had been handling there for about 2 years. Things are getting difficult enough for the shop as it is. We are having to close it down. Don't be silly, Gunnar. The shop has been making jam in this town for 50 years. You can't just close it down like that, just because there's a war. Well, we can't carry on like this, can we, Benji? Every day, men are leaving the shops to volunteer. How are we supposed to keep them if they're just running off to be soldiers? Who's gonna do the work? It can't be just two of us. I tell you, if they can't get this polished off by the end of the year, there'll be no more jam coming out of this business. It won't be finished by the end of Christmas. How do you know that? Miss Thompson at school said so. How does she know? Her brother's in the army and she said he'll carry on past Christmas. Her brother said that the Germans are really well armed and they have more soldiers than us, and it's gonna take us a few years to beat them. Her brother just came home because he got wounded. What happened to him? Got his arm blown off by a mortar. Maud's brother said it was horrifying. They got stuck in the trenches for weeks somewhere in Belgium, and then the Germans pounded them with shells, and every time they tried to get out of their trenches, they got attacked with machine guns. What have we started? Maud's brother said the mud is so deep that men can drown in it. You can't get any sleep for about a month, and there's rats the size of dogs. Christmas came and went in the town. It was a funny Christmas. Felt strange eating nice food and opening presents when so many people were away fighting. Didn't seem quite right. On Christmas Day, people thought a lot about their siblings or parents that had gone off to fight. Wondered what they had been doing. Wondered how it felt on Christmas Day. That day, Benji got his note from his cousin Miles that had gone away in the Air Force. January 2nd, 1915. France. Dear Benji, thanks for the message. I enjoyed your letter. Hope all's well with you and the family. Well, Christmas is over, and it was a strange time it was. On Christmas Eve, when darkness came, the guns fell silent and it felt like the whole war just stopped for about half an hour. We sat in our trench in silence, and then we heard the German soldiers singing. We didn't understand the words, but we all knew the tune. It was Mary Did You Know? They had the same carol as us. We knew all the words. Then a German shouted, "Merry Christmas, Brutus!" That was their nickname for us, Brutus. One of my mates shouted back, "Merry Christmas, Fritz," which is our name for the Germans. And then we just sat there all night, thinking about Christmas, thinking about home. Any morning, when it got light, someone shouted that the Germans were coming. We got up and aimed our rifles at the enemy trenches and saw the German soldiers climbing out of their trench and walking towards us. He was waving his hands in the air and shouting something. "Merry Christmas, Brutus, no water there, see, no gun." So we put our guns down and watched as the Germans started to come out of their trenches, and next thing you knew, all of our chaps climbed out, and the trench started, and we started walking towards the Germans. We all climbed up, and we met in the middle of no man's land, and we shook hands with the Germans. "Hey, Brutus, Christmas presents for you all, German sausage, you try. Very good, no? Cheers, Fritz, and here's a present for you. Christmas pudding, all the way from London. Thank you. Want a drink, eh? Yeah, I'll have a drop of that." Then this German fella came up and handed me something. "Hey, Tommy, this is a chain. German chain from home, for you. You keep." I took a pair of wire cutters and cut off my tag as well. "Here you go, Fritz. British chain for you. We swap." "Yes, swap. Thank you." Then someone found a football, and for a few minutes, we all kicked it around, messing about like little kids on a playground, like we were all pals. Then our sergeant came out and said fun was over, and then we had to go back to our trenches. So that's what we did. Auf Witzon, Britta. Goodbye, Fritz. Take care, mate. January 1916, and the war was still raging on. Benjamin was 16 years old now, and was old enough to be recruited for battle. His father was sitting in the kitchen table, holding a letter, and he had thought, it's another note from Miles, but it wasn't from Miles. In a way, it was worse. "I want to join the army, aren't I? I've been called up." "They can't. I thought they weren't recruiting anymore. I thought you were too young anyway." "Well, that means they've changed the rules. Boys 16 and up have to go now, it seems." "I have to go, don't I?" "It must be a mistake. They must have got it wrong." "It's no mistake. I know it could happen. It looks like it's my turn now." "I don't want you to go. I want you to stay here. It's hell out there. It's basically walking into your death." "Don't worry, brother. I'll come back." "How do you know that? How do you know you'll come back? You'll go away and we'll never see you again. The war's an inferno." The battle in Somme had ensued, and it was all over the paper. People were reading all about it. The heavy fighting on Somme, enemy offering resistance. "Father, Gunnar, I have to go." No, this can't be." And in less than 3 weeks, the English had come to the house and picked up Benji. He had packed 2 pairs of clothes, and that was all he had. He had been put in the front lines of Somme, where it had been the worst. Little did he know that it was the worst experience of his life. On the arrival at Somme, he was placed right into battle. He had a rifle, and that was it. The first day of Somme in northern France was the bloodiest day in the history of the British Army, and was one of the most infamous days of World War I. On the 1st of July 1916, the British forces suffered 57,470 casualties, including 19,240 fatalities. They had just gained 3 square miles of territory. Benjamin had seen everyone around him perish. He had been knocked out by the blast of a mortar and thrown into a trench. He had been there for 3 days. Help! Help! No response or sounds. But he had persevered and dug up to the mud that was covering him. He had got out of the trench and seen what his fate was. There was nothing. No trees, no men, nothing. Only mud. People were littered everywhere. Benjamin was the only soul out of it. "Hello? Sarge? Anybody?" No response. And out of the corner of his eye, he saw a group of something moving his way. He turned around and saw a wave of black figures moving towards him. But he didn't know what it was. He began to walk closer and began to hear something, a kind of a scream. When the figures came to vision, Mother God, I praise you that you will comfort me in my suffering. Let me skilled to be handled my healers, and bless these means used for my cure. Give me such confidence in the power of your grace, that even when I am afraid, I may put my trust in you. Through our Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Johnny, get your gun, get your...
Hey, my name is Spike, and it took me quite a while to decide on that. But that's not really important. Something that is also not important is the fact that I am a cactus. I mean, this shouldn't be important. But the reality is that humans tend to exclude and not accept the different. Don't like to try new things, just stick to the norm. But sometimes the different could be even better than the norm. But the reality is that we are sometimes too afraid to try new things, new relationships, or new adventures. When I look back, that happened so much with me. Humans excluded me so much. I was witnessing it. I mean, it's not the best thing. But for you to understand, you have to go all the way back till I became what I am now. A cactus, a talking cactus. My creator was a crazy scientist named Phil. He was pretty smart on science, but he lacked some common sense, you know? Also, he was colorblind, and that's how it happened. He mistook me with an apple, and he injected something that I overheard him saying that would end global hunger. However, he injected a cactus, and it had some pretty crazy reactions that he wasn't expecting, and voila! I rise, and I came to life. I mean, I was live before, but now I have eyes, and supposedly a mouth, but you can't really see it. And, yeah, it's crazy. Whoa. What are you looking at? Why are you so amazed? Wait, you can talk? Wait, I thought that just came out of my head, like it always does. Whoa. Okay, seriously, stop doing that. Stop looking at me like that. You know it's mean. It's rude. You shouldn't be doing that. It's just rude. And I don't like it. I have feelings, okay? Okay. Well, sorry, I didn't know you had feelings. I mean, of course I have feelings! I'm a person! Anyways, okay, so I think I should be heading home now. Bye. Wait, you can't just leave me here? So you just want to go home with me then? Let me think. Yes, I want to go home with you. Okay, calm down, okay? I'll get you home. Just look, follow my lead. Seriously, follow my lead. You can't let anyone see you before, like, I make some tests on you at home, okay? Please. Okay then. But why? Oh, you wouldn't understand. Let's just go. It was a quiet ride home. Phil was really happy, but at the same time, he was worried of what his mom and sister would think. Bringing a cactus that has a face that can talk, in when he's nervous, he spit it all out. I mean, yeah. Okay, go, 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 go. Coast is clear. Hey, sweetie! How was work today? Go, go, go upstairs. Go upstairs. Who are you talking to? My imaginary friend. Go. Emma, is everything alright up there? Teresa! Please don't tell her. Please. I heard she doesn't like experiments. Never mind, it's just my imaginary friend doing some crazy stuff, Mom. Okay then. Whoa. You're so, let me guess, horrifying. That's why you guys keep looking at me. So awesome. Oh, thank you. I wasn't expecting that. A, a cool talking cactus? How would someone ever think you're horrifying? Well, that's nice. Thank you. So, now that where should we go so I could hide from her mom? Phil told me she really doesn't like her experiments, his experiments, you know? Well, come to my room then. My mom is not allowed to come over here. Sometimes you gotta set up some boundaries, you know? Well, okay then. And your name is? Emma. You can call me Emma. You? I haven't decided on that yet. Well, we'll just call you... Okay, I have no ideas. Okay then. To me, that place that they call school is huge, but according to Emma, that was amongst the small schools, which made me pretty surprised. You guys don't know this, but now I'm spending most of my time with Emma, since Phil has to work and his mom can't really know about me. Also, Emma was like the first one to ever accept me at glance and gave me a chance to show what I know. Coming back to the weird place, each room or class had strange structures that humans sit on. Emma told me that was I kind of forgot that one. Share. I don't remember. But that was that was like the first month, and I knew I needed some time to memorize the name of the objects. Although I didn't really know the simple things like the name of what humans sit on, I was very marked for a cactus, if you know what I mean. Emma thought maybe it was because I learned lots of science in the laboratory since being there my whole life. But yeah, um, Emma would also teach me some stuff like the names of the objects, the weird objects, and the what did she teach me? Oh yeah, social media stuff, which is boring. Don't tell her, okay? Anyways, we got popular around school as the girl in the cactus. I mean, not that I wanted to be. Yeah, it's not the way I wanted to be popular, but that's okay. Can't believe you're here for a month already. I know, right? Hey, I was wondering, do you want to go to the coffee shop after school? I mean, not really to drink coffee, but that's where I meet with my other friends. Other friends? sure they will. But before they do, we need to find your name. I haven't decided on that yet. What about Pokey? Nope. Prickles, Needles, Sharpie, Spike, Spikosaurus Rex. Wait. What before Spikosaurus Rex? Spike? That's the one. You can call me Spike. I like it. Me too. So, are you coming after school? Alright, sure. Yay! It's gonna be so much fun. You're finally gonna meet my other friends. It was 2:30, end of school, and I was not a little excited for that encounter with Emma's friends. But Emma was really happy, and I couldn't just say no. So it all resulted as me going, and this happened. Hey, look, that's one of my friends. So excited. Hey, Olivia. Where's Mira and Sophia? They had something important to do. So you're saying they didn't want to come? Yes. Come, Spike. Don't be shy. This is Olivia. Olivia meets Spike. So that's the awesome friend you were talking about? Like the cactus? It's not a normal cactus. It's a cactus with personality, and FYI, he's not deaf. He can hear you, and you can hurt his feelings. There's no way I'm hanging out with a talking cactus. I'm out of here. Sometimes it can be real stupid. I don't mind her, okay? Please. That day was kind of disappointing, but I knew something of the kind would happen. But it came out to be fine. Emma talked me out of it. Her nice pep talks, but deep down, it still kind of hurts. I mean, you would understand if it happened to you. Emma started to do some crazy stuff on the social media to try to prove that I was more than a talking cactus. The words started to spread out, and I somehow proved myself to be smart, funny, friendly, and I was finally able to move from my comfort zone, which is Emma only as being my friend, but now to have new friends. However, by moving forward, I also faced tough people like Charlie. Charlie is a bully that goes around making everyone sad. However, this happened. Who's that big guy who thinks he is the best of everything? That's Charlie. He goes around bullying everyone. I heard there's a tiny intellectual cactus in the school. Can I have a word with them? Don't even think about it, Spike. Hey, Charlie, I heard you're the dumb who can't get an A in your classes. Oh, yeah? Come over here, let me show you why. Why don't you come over here? I also heard you're really lazy. Okay, stop. I've learned my lesson. Oh yeah? Then think about that when you try going bully someone else. Not even a third your size. Okay? You're my hero, Spike. Thank you, Spike, for teaching me my lesson. You're certainly very welcome. Okay, I gotta go now, Mike. As funny as it sounds, Phil brought another another cactus home. This time it was a saguaro cactus. That was a big one. But he wasn't gonna live with us this time, but with Olivia. This became so popular that in 3 months they were walking and talking cacti all around school. However, this time they were well accepted. And by the way, Olivia came back to the group and apologized to me and also admitted that she was being a jerk, meaning that all went well.
My name is Sophie Potter and I'm performing a monologue called Am I Okay? It is spoken by Noah and it's addressed to Ali. Am I okay? 7 years ago, you walked out of my life without so much as a goodbye, and I never heard from you again. You want to know how I'm doing? I fought in the war. Finn's dead. That's how I'm doing. My dad sold his house and we sunk every penny both of us ever had into buying this place and fixing it up, and we did. We built this place with our bare hands. Me hoping in some crazy way that it would bring you back. But it didn't. And now Dad's dead too. That's how I'm doing. And still, even now, after all this time, when I hear a car pull up the driveway or somebody says my name or the phone rings or a letter comes, I get so excited because I think maybe, just maybe, it might be you. But it never, ever is it? And now, here you are, this ghost standing in front of me, asking me if I'm okay. Yeah, Ali, I'm just fine. Thanks for stopping by.
Hello, my name is Rohit, and my monologue is called Mind Reader. Okay, so I know this might sound crazy, right? But just hear me out. Okay, you see, the thing is, okay, don't freak out, but I can read your mind. I know it sounds crazy, right? Like, seriously, I do not know how this happened. I guess I just did it. Oh my gosh. I know what you're thinking. Man, I knew it would happen like this. You know, I just told you I can read your mind. So basically, I know what you're thinking. As in, I know you're thinking I'm a total lunatic, but I'm not. I'm not. Trust me. I can totally prove it to you, but that means I'll have to read your mind and you wouldn't want me to expose you like that. Alright, don't say it for you. So, basically, I know you have a crush on me. Ha! Didn't expect that, did you? Yeah, I didn't either, but it explains a lot actually. No wonder you're always so clingy. No offense. Anyway, I'm truly flattered, but I mean, it isn't gonna happen.
Hi, I'm Isabel Moses, and the name of my monologue is Homeless Goldilocks. Yeah, I know. You recognize me. Aren't you that blonde girl who trashed the bear's house? Listen, I hear it all the time. That was a pretty low point for me, I gotta admit. But look, you really shouldn't make fun of the homeless. And technically, I'm not homeless. Never have been. I think of myself more as an adventurer. Sure, I could get a job or rent a dumpy little apartment, but what would be the fun in that? Since the bear's house, I've stayed in some of the finest places in the world. One time, I went on a tour of the White House and hid behind the curtains in the Oval Office. I stayed up all night reading classified documents. They're a lot more boring than they sound. Another time, I crashed at Buckingham Palace while the Queen was out doing some queenly stuff. I tried on all of her crowns. She may not be missing one. My favorite place was Santa's workshop. Yeah, I know, everyone thinks that those elves never take a vacation, but a snowman told me that's not true. I got him to tell me the dates, cost me a carrot, and I headed up on there. 7 days of playing with whatever I wanted and eating cookies and milk for every meal. Now that's a vacation. So don't be hating on homeless Goldilocks. I'm living the good life. And remember, if you have something cool inside your house, remember to lock it up when you leave.
Hi, I'm Gabby McKenzie, and my monologue is called The Great Pumpkin. I was robbed. I spent the whole night waiting for the Great Pumpkin when I could have been out for tricks or treats. Halloween is over, and I missed it. You blockhead, you kept me up all night waiting for the Great Pumpkin, and all that came was a beagle. I didn't get the chance to go out for tricks or treats, and it's all your fault. I'll sue. What a fool I was. And I could have had candy apples and gum and cookies and money and all sorts of things. But no, I had to listen to you. You blockhead. What a fool I was. Trick-or-treats only come once a year, and I missed it by sitting in a pumpkin patch with a blockhead. You owe me a restitution.
Hi, my name is Elisa Ali, and I'm performing a monologue from The Notebook. In time, the hurt began to fade, and it was easier just to let it go. Or so I thought. But in every single boy that I met in the next few years, I found myself looking for you. And when the feelings got too strong, I'd write you another letter. But I never sent them for fear of what I might find. By then, you'd gone on with your new life. And I didn't want to think about you loving someone else. I wanted to remember us like we were that summer. I didn't ever want to lose that.
Seriously, I hate when this happens. Like, can you just make the main actors be happy for once and have some peace? Like, could we save the situation, you know? Yeah, I know. It's like, I'm here stuck with my relatives for already 2 months. I'm ready to learn it. Just like, well, yeah, we have good moments. Like the other day, right, we started dancing in the living room. Like, it was hilarious. But like, I still have no privacy sometimes, you know? And no peace. It's always, you can spend too much time with your family. Oh, come on. Like, I'm studying. I don't have really time for everything. And I really prefer to spend some time alone, you know? Of course that I love them. They are my family. But they were supposed to stay here for 2 weeks, not 3 months. I'm really like, I already couldn't do whatever I want. Like, have a lot of people here, and now I have to sit differently. Like, anyone could walk into my room at whatever time. Well, at least I'm eating a little bit more freely because they're here. So my mom lets me eat a little bit more sweets. And now the blame's not always on me. Like, I still need my space, you know? Well, we have some loves and a good family moment, which is nice. But with more people is more and more responsibility. That's why I like seeing my room. There, I can have my peace, and when I'm not studying, and I can watch whatever, and not in Portuguese. Like, people, please use caps at least. Because when it's translated, it's like so bad. Like, bad. Like, when I was at school, at least I had some freedom. With less people trying to boss me around for everything. But oh, another thing, when I'm doing my routine, now it's so messed up. Because if they try to help me with chores, they just like put everything in the wrong place and the wrong organization. Yeah, I know, they're just trying to help me. And I do the same thing sometimes. But I already have a system, and I'm already too complicated to have a messed up organization. You know, when they leave, I'm kind of miss them. Well, yeah, I will. But something that I'm gonna miss the most, glad about, is the peace I'm gonna have again. Like, even though I love some agitation, I will sure gonna miss them. Like, the help that they give me with the kids when I can't be with the kids, you know? And the funny moments with the dances, even when I don't want to do them, at least I have something to laugh about, you know? Well, I'm gonna take the trash out and wash the dishes. I'm gonna do another later.
12 months. I've been in complete isolation for 12 months. My voice is so strange, harsh and grainy, as it is when one hasn't needed to use her voice for 12 months. Is this English? Is this gibberish, some made-up language inside of my head? I am not one to talk to myself. Until now. I want to leave. I want to get out of here. Would I put my suffering above the thousands of others that I could potentially infect? I'm trying to see the great good, but I'm failing. I'm failing. In the before, my answer would have been yes, in a heartbeat. But complete isolation has taught me that when social ideals are gone, I only care about myself. I only care about myself. I only care about myself. So yes, my suffering is worth the safety of others. If only I could escape from this box. I'm sure I would be normal again. Yes. Normal. Well, what is normal? What is normality? Is this my new normal? Is this my new normal? Is this truly what my life has come to? Am I so wretched that I am to be confined to this cage forever? What would I give for 5 minutes of signal? Even in prison they get a phone call. I can feel my mind shrinking. Little bits of knowledge are flying out of my ears. People and places and words and numbers and concepts. Only humanity can save me now. But humanity has destroyed me! I would kill a cat. I would kill a cat to get out of here. I would kill a dog. I would kill a dog too. I would even kill a bunny. A fish would be ideal because I could eat it afterwards. I might even kill a human. No, I would definitely kill human. I would kill 1,000 humans. 1,000 times over. I would steal the sun and scorch 1,000 forests. I would drain the ocean and drown 1,000 cities. I would take a gun. A gun. A gun like this one. One shot. One bullet. One squeeze of this trigger. I would kill 1,000 men. Can I press this button? So calm and cool and heavy in my hands. comforting weight. Glossy and polished and clean. It hasn't been used in so long. It hasn't done what it was made to do. That makes two of us. It reminds me of joy. Of jingle bells. Of ice cream. In the freezing winter, hot chocolate on a snow rink. Of the sound of a friend's laughter on a Friday night. The feeling of stepping into a theme park for the first time, or the soft sound of raindrops on the roof above. The theme song of a familiar show, or a mobile phone buzzing with messages. Of the fur of a beloved pet. Of the human touch. A casual gesture. A gentle pat, a formal handshake. It reminds me of the excitement of travel, of meeting new friends and new places and new people. Of the hum and quiet of an empty auditorium. The warmth of the stage lights and the swelling of the overture. When the show is ended and the actors have gone and the audience has left, and it is just me standing on an empty stage, looking out into a vast sea of nothing. The performance has ended, but I'm still here. Bows have been taken, but I'm still here. The orchestra has played their last note, but I'm still here. The actors have gone, but I'm still here. The audience has vacated their seats to my life, but I am still here. I am left on an empty stage with nothing. Nothing. But the memories in my head. Memories of parchment paper over a new dress, of Grace set around Sunday lunch, of the steady tick of a clock, the whir of life or death. Starvation or redemption. Captivity. Or freedom.
I know a lot of you people in the audience love KFC or Burger King or McDonald's, but welcome to the coronavirus lock-in, where you're gonna have to make your own food at home. And I know, the government is asking you to stay inside, not go out and buy food, but that's not the only thing. They're also shutting down all the restaurants. So you can say bye-bye to KFC. And honestly, I feel your pain. I used to go out every day and buy a nice big smoothie from Smoothie King. But now I have to make my own smoothies at home. Mom, can you not watch TV right now? I'm recording something. Oh, okay. But in this day and age, there are so many different ways that you can find recipes to make the food that you really love. Even better, there are only a few taps away right on your phone. And I know some of you haven't touched a pan in your probably whole entire life, but with technology now, the instructions are as clear as day right in front of you. And there is no possible way for you to mess up, overcook, or undercook. Well, unless you're my brother, who doesn't know how to read instructions. I heard that. I know you heard it, but you weren't supposed to respond because I'm recording something. And for all of you KFC lovers out there, I'm sure there's fried chicken somewhere you can find. And trust me, the homemade stuff is way better than anything you could buy out. And I know some of you all are probably thinking of the next problem, getting groceries. And usually, this isn't a problem. But during a global pandemic, anything is possible. There are lines outside of groceries that you can wait hours in, just trying to get inside and pick up a few little things for your house. And this makes it even harder to cook your own food. But once again, our savior, technology. Most groceries are implementing an app or an online way of buying groceries, and this is making it way easier for everybody. Now you can ship them directly to your door, and this gives nobody any excuse to not make stuff at home. You know what? I'm gonna make a cooking show. I'm gonna show you all how easy it is just to cook something at home. What to make? I know. I'm gonna make bread pudding. I'm gonna get the ingredients out now. I did the quirky little snap thingy. That was 5 hours ago. I'm tired. I had to go to a grocery to replace a lot of the ingredients. I lined up for hours and hours and hours. But it was still all relatively easy, but I'll show you the ingredients now. It's easy to replace a lot of them if you know what you're gonna do with other household items, but I'll show you the real ingredients. Let's take a look. So the ingredients we need are nutmeg, cinnamon, butter, granulated sugar, vanilla essence, eggs, milky bread, and milk. Go. Let's go get some milk. We don't have any milk. That's just fantastic. Oh, well, hold up. So for the utensils you need a few spatulas, a medium casserole dish, a hand mixer, a saucepan, and measuring cups. And second thought, who needs measuring cups? Okay, so the next step is to butter the medium-sized casserole dish. Where's butter? Let's go. Fourth. And make sure it's well coated because you don't want it to stick, and because remember we are using quite a bit of sugar in this recipe, so it's gonna be quite sticky. Did you cut? Did you cut? So our next step is to cut down nice milky bread into cubes that will fit in the casserole dish. Here we go. Alright, so next you gotta place all this bread into a nice buttered medium casserole dish. next, we place the saucepan over a low heat. Alright, okay. And we'll put the ingredients in now. Into the saucepan we put the milk. Next is the butter. Oh. So next is the vanilla. Maybe a bit more vanilla. Never too much vanilla. Next goes in the cinnamon. Powder, 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 powder. Woo! So then we get the nutmeg. And finally, sugar. 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 I said sugar! Oh! Now, just mix it until the butter melts. So, and remember, make sure not to overboil it. What the hell? I said in a saucepan, not your mouth! What? So once the butter is completely melted, as you can see, so we come over and we have to whisk the eggs to make, and then we will put them into the mixture. So let's whisk the eggs. Oh, Jesus I think it's good. So once we're done whisking the eggs, we can take them and put them into the mixture in the pan and whisk it up. So once the eggs are well incorporated into the mixture, we can bring this pot, which is not hot anymore, over here. And as you can see, while we were making that, my little elves came and put some raisins onto it. Usually you can put like any type of berries with it. It pairs well with berries, but we chose raisins and they taste very nice with it. And now we're gonna pour this all over this. All over that bread. So now we can slap this baby into the oven for about 35 to 45 minutes or until the top is nice and golden brown. So let's go. And that's it, so we'll wait for it to bake now. We can take it out and show you exactly what it's supposed to look like. So, come in here. This is what your bread pudding should look like when it's done. Yeah, and we'll go over this way. And there's your finished bread pudding. This is what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to have like a little soft center. It's supposed to be nice and soft. And usually you do pair this with the sauce. I'm not going to tell you which sauce we use because I don't want you to be lazy. Go look up a sauce yourself. Look up whatever type of sauce you enjoy. There are plenty online. So go on, look up. Enjoy your bread pudding. Thank you for watching.